Regarding statement of purpose, if a university specifically say this is the questions to answer in your statement of purpose, please do not deviate from it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Monioluwa Ogleye. So today I'm going to be reacting to a comment I saw in one of my videos where someone requested for step-by-step guide to applying to grad school in the United States as an international student. Some of us are fortunate enough to have someone in the United States that is helping us navigate the application for grad school, but without those help, for some of us it will have been very difficult to understand what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say, the questions to ask, the kind of email to send, how to address professors or our graduate coordinator in our email. In today's video, I'm going to be providing step-by-step guide to applying to grad school as an international student. Before we go further in today's video, have you subscribed to this channel? If you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe, like, turn on the notification bell so that when more videos are uploaded on this channel, you'll be notified. The first step to applying to grad school in the United States as an international student is to decide the specific program that aligns with your interest, both either long-term or short-term interest. Personally, I studied law in Nigeria, but when I was applying to grad school, I applied for women and gender study. I could have applied for law, LLM in law, but because I had a different direction career-wise, I'm interested in how institutional policy affects gender issue. So that is why I went for women and gender studies. So it is possible and it is okay if what you study in your undergrad is different from what you're doing right now. I've seen people that studied law like myself but went for MBA. I've seen people that did education but are into data science. I've seen people that did environmental science but right now they are into coding. So it is okay if the course you did your undergrad is different from what you're going to do in grad school. Just that you must make sure that you have experience or ambition or interest in what you're going to do in grad school. It's just the way you package your application that will help you to transition from one different career to another different career in grad school. The next step is to identify the school you want to go to. There are different reasons why people go to certain schools. I was having a conversation with someone recently and I asked him, why did you apply to this school? And he said, because he has someone in that school. It is okay for you to apply to a particular school because you have someone in that school. But in this situation that I was interacting with this guy, they didn't give him funding. And I'm like, why are you sticking your neck to go to a particular school that is not giving you funding when you have other schools around that can give you funding even as an international student? And that was the reason why I started a series recently to provide international students with list of schools that have funding for different courses. You can check the description box. I'll provide some of those videos. You can check it and I hope it's very beneficial to you. Will this school provide funding? Will this school provide waiver for standardized tests? Will this school provide waiver for application fee? There are many reasons why you go to a particular school, but make sure you do your research about the school, their admission requirements and their deadline. Please note that the United States deadline is very, very important. They will not move their deadline because of you. They are very strict about their deadline. So while you're searching out for school, make sure that the school aligns with your financial capacity. They are actually affordable universities that international students can go for their master's program. And the beautiful part is that some of these unpopular, quote and unquote, unpopular universities have good funding opportunities to provide to you as an international student. The next step is to explore the faculty member. So faculty are like professors that are working in a department that you want to go to. This is important because if you're writing your statement of purpose, some schools will require you to identify the particular professor you want to work with. So after you identify some of these professors that align with your vision, I would recommend that you read at least one of their papers. You can go through Google Scholar, impute the name of the professor or the name of their paper. You may see like a summary version or an abstract version of their paper. Please read their paper because if eventually you are attached to that particular professor, either to work with or something, you may want to know how much you know about him. Or if I intend to reach out to a professor to ask him if he can take me as a graduate assistant, I must be able to write my email, my code email, to reflect that I have read about you and I'm interested, because the only way you can show a professor that you're interested in his research and you would like to work with him is by reading their papers. Next step is for you to write the required standardized test. Now, there are many schools that are waiving GRE, GMAT, TOEFL, and whatnot. If you are looking for schools that are waiving some of these standardized tests, your option regarding schools may be limited. I'm not saying that you will not find school. At least you get like 30 to 50 schools that are waiving all these standardized tests. But your option compared to someone that have all these standardized tests is different. You can decide to write some of these standardized tests, or you can decide to look for schools that are waiving standardized tests for you. And there's a recent practice among universities regarding graduate school that they will tell you GRE is optional, not compulsory. So you can check out some of the schools. The next step is for you to gather your documents together. Gather all the required documents that you need, your transcript, your letter of recommendation, your statement of purpose, your resume, evidence of your degree certificates, and other documents. Please make sure that you gather every document that your university require. And also, regarding statement of purpose, if a university specifically say this is the questions to answer in your statement of purpose, please do not deviate from it, because I've met some people and I've read their statement of purpose, and when I checked the university website, it was different from what they wrote. So please make sure that your requirements align with what university wants. The next step is for you to apply. Take note of the priority deadline and the general deadline. The general practice when you're applying to grad school is that funding and high chance of getting admitted is available for those that apply during priority deadline. So if your school does not have priority deadline I marked in their website, please make sure you submit your document at least 2 months before the deadline, because it increases your chance of getting admission and even getting funding. Now, fill your application online. After you uploaded all your required documents, then you pay application fee. Some schools will provide you with application fee waiver. Some schools automatically, when you submit your documents, to impute the waiver. Some schools will require you to put the application waiver code, while some schools will require you to pay application fee. One of the schools that I applied to, they were supposed to pay application fee, but I reached out to a graduate coordinator and I told that is there availability for this application fee to be waived, and she said yes, and she sent me personally the application waiver code. So there are some schools that if you reach out to the graduate coordinator, they will give you the application waiver code. So please try your luck. After you've uploaded your document, and it will send you a notification that the document has been received and has been sent to the appropriate authority. The next thing is for you to prepare for interview. I mean, this is a practice for PhD students. I mean, for master students, it's not always the case, but sometimes is the case. So if you have interview, please prepare for the interview. The next is for you to wait for admission. Now, if normally admission should take generally, I mean, this from my own personal experience, admission decision should take within 3 to 5 weeks for them to get back to you, and that's why it's important for you to apply on time. And some schools will consider applications as they receive, while some schools will tell you that application will be reviewed after this period. So it depends on how the school works. After you get your admission decision, congratulations. If your admission comes with funding, a big congratulations to you. But if your admission did not come with funding, what do? I did a video recently, I'll share the link here, where I discussed how to secure funding after I've gotten admission. So in that video, I explained that after you've gotten admission, you do not have funding, the option you can explore to get funding for your master's or PhD program, as the case may be. If you've gotten your funding, congratulations. The next thing is for you to apply for visa. Now, if you apply to school and they get back to you by January, that is why one of the reasons why I always recommend that people apply on time is that some schools start giving admission decisions by January, February. So now, because of the new practice regarding F1 visa, that you can go for your interview 365 days before your resumption date. So if you get your admission decision by January, February, and you've decided on the school to go to, you can easily get a date before the whole commotion of getting visa dates. I personally recommend that you get funding before you start looking for dates. This is because if you get dates and you do not have funding decide in a big way whether you get your visa or not. So let me show you how to apply to some schools. So the first example we're going to use is Central Michigan University. And so you just type the name of the school on your browser, then you click on the university website, then you go to admission and aid. Most schools always title it admission and aid. You click on it, then it will open and show you information about the admission, the aid, and then you click on application portal. Some schools have different name they call it. Some schools you can use the word apply. Then this is where you create your personal profile. Now then you click on start one, create one. If you've created it before, you just go to continue. There will be option for you to continue. So here you put your name, your email. Please use the email that you frequently check. Then most time they will send you a PIN to verify your email address. Then you confirm or verify your email address as part of you creating your personal application profile with the university, because it's on this profile that you're going to upload all the necessary documents. Please use a password that you can remember when you're creating your profile, and do not make sure that all the information you provide on this profile are correct to the best of your knowledge. So there are different instructions on creating password, but please make sure you use a password that you can remember. You can write it down on your phone or your notepad, somewhere that you can easily access it. Then create a password, and it's like some of the regular things you do. Then this is where you start a new application. It is possible for you to apply to 2 different departments in one school. So this is it. Then you create an application. You click on this application type, which means the academic year that you're going for. It's not all school that is always like this. I mean, this is just how this school platform is like. Then after you click on whether undergrad or graduate program, then you create application. Then you open your application, you continue. In the next step is for you to input all your personal information, your name, your middle name, your last name, your address, your mailing address. The importance of your address is in case when they want to send you I-20. So please use an address that can receive mail. Then there will be definitely provision for you to input your citizen information. This is where it will distinguish you as an international student and other things. Then please make sure that you input your correct address, your correct phone numbers. Make sure that you put your correct PO box, because some school will actually ask you for PO box. So if your permanent address is different from your mailing address, please indicate that in your application, because it is possible for a personal address to not be your mailing address. Then after you fill all this information, generally you'll be required to upload documents. So another university, for the purpose of understanding, is Wright State University. Is located in Ohio, and I applied to this school. So you go to the admission profile, you click on graduate or undergraduate as the case may be. Then now you click on apply now. When you click on apply now, it's going to bring out information about graduate school application, the deadline, every information that you need to know about it. And from this school, it says that it takes 4 to 6 weeks for an application to be processed. So please take that notice. I like this school. I recommend this school for anyone that has very good international student system and international students community. So you can check it out. And on this platform, it provides you all the information. So these are the courses that they have. So application, you apply online. So you need your transcript. So in this page, you're going to see the list of courses that the university is providing for the semester. You click on the one you want, then to take you to this page. You put your email address, your first name, last name, your date birth, as you can see for other schools. And so let's try Eastern Michigan University. As I said, you click on apply now. So you notice that most of the schools, for you to start your application, you click apply now or apply or admission and aid. Then it take you to the next step. So this is Eastern Michigan University. You click on the application circle, that's for fall. Then you click on your academic degree. You click on the one you want to study. I mean, there are so many schools available, both masters, PhD, undergrad, that you can try. So you click on apply now. So you see the
But for Eastern Michigan University, you have to create your profile in another website. So this will lead you to the other website. This is where it is. You create an account and you upload your necessary documents and you submit. So that's all.
I hope you find this video very helpful, even as you are navigating the whole process of applying to school in the United States for your master's or PhD or even undergraduate degree. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, click on the like button and turn on the notification bell so that when more videos come on this platform, that will help you navigate coming to the United States as an international student and also settling in the United States as an international student is uploaded on this channel. You will be notified. Till we meet again in our next video, remember that this year, take those baby steps because great vision, great wealth and greatness lie on the premise of small baby steps. Thank you so much from the depth of my heart. Bye-bye.